Mission Garima is a collaboration between the Tata Trusts and the Municipal Commission of Greater Mumbai. It's targeted towards the sanitation workers of Mumbai, those who keep our city clean. This project is to create better working conditions, safety and dignity for them.
Their entire quality of life and dignity was at stake. So we said, what is that we can do in order to alleviate their suffering?
Basically, some of the machines are really appreciable. It's good motivation to start with and to reach to the target, that eliminating the direct contact.
ऑटोमॅटिक जाणार खाली, वरतून गाळ पण काढणार, माणूस भरणार पण नाही, डायरेक्ट ॲटो लेगने आतमध्ये जाणार. माणसाचे म्हणजे अंगावर घाण नाही होणार, हातपाय घाण नाही होणार जास्त करून.
त्यांनी चांगल्या पद्धतीने आम्हाला काहीतरी मदत केली, तसं खूप बरं वाटतं.
त्यांनी तो अर्धा एक तास जो अनुभव घेतला, काम केलं, त्यानंतर त्यांना असं कळालं की खरोखर हे काम हे खूप हार्ड आहे आणि ह्यांना त्याच्या बदली म्हणजे काय गोष्टी आवश्यक आहे त्या गोष्टी त्यांना भेटल्या पाहिजे.
They're taken for granted that these guys are there. Whatever mess we make, they're there to clean up and this is their job.
Most of these conservancy workers do not see beyond 50 years of age. And if there is a way by which we can improve their own lifespan, and they are the ones who are essentially working for us every day, day in and day out, cleaning our own streets. If we can make an impact on their own lives, that's a huge impact that we can do for the community at large.
Our own city, where a number of people, close to 30,000-40,000 of them, every single day enter into the most difficult terrains, in the most difficult drains, using in solid waste management and other aspects. Their entire quality of life and dignity was at stake. So we said, what is that we can do in order to alleviate their suffering and be with them and see on what best we can do to enhance their life expectancy. Year and a half ago, we came across a book from Mr. Sudhakar Olve, In Search of Dignity and Justice. We were quite surprised, at the same time shocked, to see the extent of manual intervention in our conservancy operations. There were a whole range of issues. It was not just automation alone, but a real way to give dignity and self-respect to them.
Mission Garima is a collaboration between the Tata Trusts and the Municipal Commission of Greater Mumbai. And it's targeted towards the sanitation workers of Mumbai, those who keep our city clean. Their working conditions are atrocious. They do a very critical job. And this project is to create better working conditions, safety and dignity for them. And we are doing this through a number of activities. One is creating better infrastructure, ensuring there's or promoting or showcasing mechanized mechanized options for truly hazardous work, where we reduce manual intervention in some activities of the sanitation workers that create increased morbidity and mortality rates in them. We want to make sure that they are getting access to the services they're entitled to, as well as creating participation amongst Mumbaikars and greater awareness in terms of what it takes to keep our city clean. Was conceived as an ideas marketplace. It is to showcase alternative practices, other practices in the country. They use mechanized equipment, as you see behind me, to do some of the more hazardous work. It is to create an idea, ask questions, discuss alternative approaches to doing work. At the end of the day, those people who work here know what it means to work here. They know best.
Basically, some of the machines are really appreciable. It's good motivation to start with and to reach to the target, that eliminating the direct contact, and to give like Garima, to prestige to the laborers working. It looks like a small machine, very useful, like the lifting the manhole with that magnet kind of thing. So that's a really a small machine, but it's very useful. And we have suggested some of the modifications in that whole of the area. And we expect to have modified versions of this machine, so it can be really useful to the citizens of Mumbai. The other machine, which looks very useful but needs a lot of modification, the suction by the the trolley-based machine for the suction of garbage on the roads. We have to think of the size of the pipe seems to be a large one, and pressure needs to be more what it has. Further, the load of the machine to carry by one single person or two persons, and some more attachments needs to be added on that machine. That also can be a good machine for use to the workers. Actually, this really helped to eliminating the direct contact of the laborers to the sewer or the garbage. So that's a real advantage of all these machines.
ही मशीन ते गटरासाठी चांगली आहे. म्हणजे जास्त कोणाला आतमध्ये याची गरज नाही. काही लिकेज असेल तर तिथून जास्तपर्यंत पोहोचू शकते. मग त्याचं सामान ते सगळे गटर हे करून गेले आणि बाकी पाणी पुढे जात जाईल, म्हणजे कुठे लिकेज होणार नाही. पण आमच्या गाड्यांचं असं म्हणजे किसी अशा जास्त गटरमध्ये नाही आहे. फक्त वरचा जो कचरा आहे ना, थोडासा ओला असेल तेवढं आम्ही घेऊ शकतो. जास्त मोठ्या गाड्या गल्लीमध्ये जाऊ शकत नाही. ही कशी कुठे पण थोडी बिल्डिंगमध्ये जाऊ शकतात. बाकी मोठ्या गाड्या तर बिल्डिंगमध्ये जाऊ शकत नाही. म्हणजे लवकर काम होऊन जाईल.
I talked with the assistant commissioner of the local ward also. He's also impressed with that. So I think that machine will really have an impact on that.
गटरामध्ये म्हणजे फावडा टाकण्यापेक्षा नाही, ॲटोमॅटिक जाणार खाली, वरतून गाळ पण काढणार, माणूस भरणार पण नाही, डायरेक्ट ॲटोलेकने आतमध्ये जाणार. माणसाचे म्हणजे अंगावर घाण नाही होणार, हातपाय घाण नाही होणार जास्त करून. नाही तर पहिलं कसं होतं, 2 माणसं काढायचे, बाहेर ठेवायचे, नंतर दुसरे 2 माणसं येणार, तर सुकल्यावर नंतर 2 दिवसांनी त्यात टाकणार. हाच फायदा होणार, BMCचा फायदा होणार, कामगारांचा पण फायदा होणार. डायरेक्ट घाण घे काढण्यापेक्षा फक्त फावडा बिवडा मारण्यापेक्षा डायरेक्ट जाणार ना आतमध्ये.
जर कामगारांना ज्यांचा डायरेक्ट कचऱ्याशी संबंध येतो, त्याच्यामुळे तो संबंधाचा परिणाम कमी होऊन त्यांना जी रोगराई होते, जर कचऱ्यामुळे ज्याचं स्किनचे डिसीज होतात किंवा श्वसनाचे विकार होतात, त्याच्यामुळे ते कमतरता होण्याची शक्यता आहे त्या मशीन वापर केल्यामुळे. त्या यंत्रामुळे कामगारांना भविष्यात खूप याचा फायदा होणार आहे. त्याच्यामुळे त्यांचं कामाची पद्धत एकदम सोपी होणार आहे. तसेच त्यांचे रोगराई इतर होणारे जे विकार आहेत ते पण कमी होतील.
So based on the results of these pilots, we'll have to talk to the authorities to see on how best we can scale it up. We can only demonstrate proof of innovations. It's up to the people and the authorities to take it forward.
This has to be taken by our apps, but as in today we can really say that the machine is really worth of looking at it too, and we'll put up a proposal to that effect in the future.
आम्ही जे काम करतो ते खूप आम्हाला त्रासदायक आहे आणि त्यांनी चांगल्या पद्धतीने आम्हाला काहीतरी मदत केली, तसं खूप बरं वाटतंय. का त्यांनी काहीतरी नवीन शोध लावला एक प्रकारे, ते पण खूप चांगलं आहे.
आज जे टाटा ट्रस्टचे जे लोक आमच्याबरोबर अनुभव घेण्यासाठी आले होते, की BMCमध्ये खरोखर कोणत्या प्रकारे काम होतं हा अनुभव त्यांना घ्यायचा होता आणि त्यांनी चांगल्या प्रकारे अनुभव घेतला. जेव्हा ते काम करायला लागले, झाडू मारायला लागले, तेव्हा अक्षरशः त्यांना झाडू वगैरे मारता येत नाही कारण त्यांची पहिली वेळ होती. परंतु त्यांनी तो अर्धा एक तास जो अनुभव घेतला, काम केलं, त्यानंतर त्यांना असं कळालं की खरोखर हे काम हे खूप हार्ड आहे आणि ह्यांना त्याच्या बदली म्हणजे काय गोष्टी ज्या आवश्यक आहे त्या गोष्टी त्यांना भेटल्या पाहिजे. या दृष्टिकोनातून ते आमच्या संगती चर्चा करतो. टाटा ट्रस्टच्या लोकांनी जसं कामाचा अनुभव घेतला आणि ह्या कामामध्ये किती त्रास आहे अशा गोष्टी त्यांना समजल्या, त्याप्रमाणे पब्लिकने पण ते जाणून फक्त BMCच्या लेबरचीच जबाबदारी नसून प्रत्येक माणसाची जबाबदारी आहे की स्वच्छता ही व्यवस्थित झाली पाहिजे. त्या दृष्टिकोनातून पुढे टाटा ट्रस्टने काम केलं पाहिजे अशी त्यांना मी विनंती करतो.
You think, okay, I'm picking up or cleaning up in your own house is fairly simple. But when you go out and you see the amount of trash that is lying around, the amount of work that is needed to do, it's equivalent to going to the gym for like a week or something like that. In fact, there were some people who also offered us water. Beta pani chahiye kya? But with this work, the corporation workers, I don't think that is done. I think they're taken for granted that these guys are there. Whatever mess we make, they're there to clean up and this is their job. I think they have probably one of the most thankless jobs in Bombay, if not the world.
There was this bamboo broom which has that V-shaped bottom, which I thought was no good. I wasn't able to like effectively clean the streets using that, even dry waste. There was this one with a wider brush, which I thought was effective, but the trade-off there is in terms of weight, it was quite heavy. And the third is the two cardboard pieces that they use to lift up the waste. I mean, I can't think of any at the moment, but I'm sure there are like better ways of lifting up waste. They just like manually lift waste up using two cardboard pieces.
I really found this thing very difficult. They are actually working in a very tough situation. I spoke to a couple of ladies who actually sweep the streets daily morning, and they get lots of health issues. It's very troublesome for them. So probably we can somehow automate these things. It should start from individual themselves.
When you look into their eyes and actually see and get into the ground and actually understand what they're going through, it's not a very easy thing, and their equipments have gone outdated, though how much ever they are trying to do. And as I came to know that every person has a kilometer to cover, those people do it on a daily basis, and that too with this much frequency, and this is something that should be applauded. To collect some sort of dust from the ground and put it over to the dustbin, you cannot have something sharp over there. You can have something that gives you grip, like a small sort of rubber or something like that. We need to just understand and appreciate their work they are doing.
अनुभव म्हणजे आज BMC आम्ही सफाई कामगार करतो, तर बाजूला लोक आमच्या उभं राहायला सुद्धा तयार नसतात की हे घाणीचं काम करतात. आज हे लोक आले आणि खरोखर आम्हाला 10 वर्षाच्या, आम्हाला 20 वर्ष कामात झाले आणि 10 वर्षामध्ये एवढा आम्हाला अनुभव भेटला आहे की खरोखर आज चांगल्या लेवलची लोक आमच्याबरोबर काम केलं. सफाई खात्यामध्ये झाडू मारला, कचरा भरला आणि टॉप लेवलची लोक होती. सगळी इंग्लिश बोलणारे, आम्ही मराठी बोलणारी लोक, आणि खरोखर त्यांनी आमच्या समस्या सगळ्या ऐकून घेतल्या आणि आम्हाला चांगलं सहकार्य केलं. आज मला वाटतं माझ्या आयुष्यात माझं 42 वय आहे आणि फर्स्ट टाईम मी ह्या अशा लोकांबरोबर राहिलो आणि आम्हाला पण खूप आनंद झाला.
Next steps hopefully would be the continued engagement and continued dialogue on how to bring the best practices, modern practices and dignified practices to those who work and clean Mumbai.